Hello guys, welcome back to another video, another successful vlog as well. In today's video, I want to be breaking down what happened in Dominican, but more importantly, why I didn't watch Stranger Things Season 5 while I was down there, okay? So, it all started out because there was no Wi-Fi. Now, the reason for that is because, when you go to a different country, you sort of have no Wi-Fi at first because that's what people believe in, is that there's not always going to be Wi-Fi when you head over there. So my guess was that it would just connect right when you got there. But that didn't work out, and I ended up having Wi-Fi when I got to the hotel room. And it doesn't just connect right away. It takes time and effort. And taking all that in sunk in quickly. It sunk quickly into my brain. And for a moment, I thought, wow, this is a dramatic thing to have in a country like this. So, it was a difficult task. But I was lucky enough to handle it, though. But yeah, that is one thing you might not know. The second thing you might not know is when I was down there, I actually did get scammed, I think. Which was a dumb question that I get a lot. But, yeah, that did actually happen, yeah. So, I wanted to buy these bongos that I saw in the store in the hotel that I was at, called Bavaro Bargello Palace. It's, in Dominican, but it's, Punta Cana, so that's where it was. I was going to this store, I forgot what the name of it, but I think it's called Beach Vibes or something. I go in there, I just look around, I do all my things, right? I look around, I see what prices are on each thing, and I come across the bongos that I have over on that shelf over there in my room. So, so I go over there, and I ask the guy how much it is. But before that, I had to check the actual price, because if not, it would have been messed up. So I look at it, said 200. I asked the guy, I'm like, how much is this? He said 55. And no way on earth was that 55. And even though it said $2 on it, what's the big idea? It's not like I'm the dumbest person on the world. But I know I'm not dumb, just so you all know. But it's like my life is revolving around things that already happened, sort of. And I'm stuck with that. So, yeah. I gave him 3 20s, which is $60. And I didn't know. And after that, I just figured out that I just got scammed. It was a bad thing. And then I sort of moved on, I think, after a few days. But I was pretty annoyed. My dad was annoyed too. He was like, why did you do that? I'm like, dude, I'm trying to spend my money. But the real reason why is because this is a true story though. I opened an early Christmas card that I had received from, a really nice person of mine. I'm not going to tell you who it is. And yeah. And I used that money on it. And that's kind of the reason why, yeah. It wasn't just because of, yeah. But, it was also a really dumb thing to do. Because in my opinion, I should not have been scammed. I almost got scammed, I think, 3 times in a row. But I got scammed now. But, it was the dumbest thing. I did not know that was a rule for Dominican. I should have followed that very well, but it did not work. So I was pretty irritated. And another thing you guys might not know about Dominican was I actually did a final performance for the last day I was there. And this was a true story too. I know a lot of people don't like when I story tell. But yeah, this is a true story. So during my final performance, my phone was about to die. And I didn't charge it before I came outside. So usually after dinner, when I was in Dominican, I like to perform at night and in the morning. Because then it gives me time to practice my singing. And I didn't realize that someone had their phone out and they screenshotted me. They took a photo of me and then they Yeah. And maybe I thought that they were taking photos because they thought I was some sort of celebrity. I didn't know. Didn't even know, and I didn't even acknowledge it. I just walked away without even saying a word. And frankly, I finished every single song before my phone even died. Like, it's just so strange to have someone take a photo like of me on that side. But also, it's because they thought I was a celebrity. I'm not a celebrity. I don't even look like one in public. So there's a point in which if people get irritated, that's on them. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. The reason I got upset was because I didn't want my photo taken. I would have asked permission. If you guys asked, I would have. But I'm not a celebrity. If you guys know me on YouTube, you probably understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, if I was a celebrity, then I would totally get a photo. But in the global scale, I am basically not a celebrity, okay? I don't travel the world. I don't tour. I don't do any of that. I'm just starting out. This is going to happen, you know? This happens. Like, we are all different, you know? That doesn't mean we can't keep trying. We have to focus on the things that we love and respect, okay? Like, I respect my family, which is another reason why I made this video. But yeah, shout out my dad. He's incredible. Thank you so much for raising me the way I want you to, and it was great. So, yeah, for those who don't know, my dad is an incredible person. Shout out, you know. But yeah, for those, I won't go over the list, but, yeah, he's incredible, and I just like him, you know. He's a good guy, and, you know, I think last week I called him, and we were talking about, like, what song I should play next, or, like, produce next, basically. And this was a dumb story, but basically I heard of this chord called, have you heard of, like, the forbidden chord? It's, like, F and B, C and F. It's a dumb thing. But back in the Middle Ages, I believe, way before music was a thing, or was a thing, actually, was that they would play this chord with these two fingers, and it was banned for a number of reasons because, you know, like religion or whatever, and it was not normal. I think if I looked it up, I would have known more about it, but it had something to do with religion. I don't know why. But they call it the devil's chord or whatever. I don't want to explain it, but that's what I thought. I thought that's what it was. And I played it in one of my songs called The Devil Will Haunt You, which is the song I already made. I think it was like last week I produced that. No, actually it was this week. Yeah, it was this week. Because I got actually it was last week, yeah. Because I got my phone taken this week from my mom. And I got in trouble for that, and I didn't want to, you know. But I got it back now, so I'm good, you know. I'm good. Like, I get irritated because most of the time people either make fun of me or I'm just not ready for it. Like, have you guys ever had that feeling where you're just irritated and you don't want to spit out whatever, thing that comes to mind? That's how I felt. And it irritated the crap out of me, and I didn't want. But here's the real reason, though, and I can be completely honest about this one. So, you know, when people ask you, hey, empty the dishwasher, blah, 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 didn't do that, got mad, obviously. And yeah, my phone got taken away from my mom, and I wasn't happy about that either. But then I apologized to her, I think, the next day. Yeah, so, yeah, I apologized for the next day. I got my phone back after one day, which was hard. And yeah, I was able to get it back in like short period. It was all that in a bag of chips, I gotta say. You don't even know. You don't even want to know. But thank you guys for tuning in. And I will make a new video tomorrow. Peace. And remember, I have bowling on Saturday this week, and I'll make a video then. See ya. Peace, my fans. Peace.